I didn't think Lincoln's trend radar could have a strong effect. We missed our chance to get the limited edition Bun Bun.
Xavier hands me his phone. The image of the limited edition Rainbow Bun Bun is grayed out. The words "sold out" are being displayed.
I guess today isn't my lucky day either.
It's okay. Why don't we check out the other plushies? Compared to something as trivial as a product being sold out, the level of bad luck Xavier has been experiencing lately is strange. At the movie theater's entrance, Xavier just bought popcorn and is waving to me when a flower pot falls toward him. Xavier! Although he doesn't know what's exactly going on, he dodges to the side. Then the flower pots from the second and third floor railings along the street fall toward him. As if he can predict where each one will land, Xavier dodges with precise, nimble movements. He successfully avoids the flower pots.
Thankfully, I didn't spill anything. This was the last serving of honey mustard popcorn.
He pops 2 pieces into my mouth. I chew slowly. I'm still trying to process what happened. Several of those flower pots fell at an angle towards Xavier, too. I don't think that's how gravity works. How did your 310HM get this damaged? Xavier rarely drives the vehicle the association assigned to him, but it got completely wrecked in the short time it takes to have a meal. There are traces of an explosion around the tires, and these marks are signs of deliberate sabotage.
Maybe a stray dog thought it was a true toy.
It's absolutely nonsense, but Xavier's expression remains composed. What kind of dog could damage a sturdy vehicle? Even a wanderer might not be capable of doing that.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's the kind that doesn't like me very much.
Xavier? Didn't you say you'd be back in the afternoon? As soon as I open the door, a figure staggers toward me.
The mission location. Energy unstable. Wanderers in a frenzy. More than predicted.
Were there several energy stabilizer anchors in that area? How could a large amount of wanderers suddenly appear? I turn around to see Xavier had already collapsed onto the couch. He's fast asleep. Xavier, should I ask Tara to do a tarot reading for you? His phone screen lights up with a text message from an unknown contact. The notification appears over the image of the limited edition Rainbow Bun Bun. It looks like it's just an image. I catch a glimpse of the thumbnail in the message preview. It looks familiar. When I used Xavier's phone to buy some tickets a couple of days ago, he received the exact same image. But Xavier said it was just spam. I steal a glance at Xavier, make a mental note of the image, and then continue browsing through the product catalog.
I want to check out that display case. Should I get you a bottle of water while I'm at it?
Oh, yeah, sure. Once Xavier walks away, I quickly take out my phone, open my contacts, and describe the image to Nero. Nero, can you help me with something? I need to investigate this. Nero has just sent an okay when several people cry out in surprise. A suspicious man is stumbling toward the exit, but several black-colored bun-buns hit him in the back of the head.
Stop right there.
Xavier pursues him. I quickly grab my bag and run after them.
Don't come any closer!
I force the man to enter an alleyway. At the other end, Xavier leaps down from a low rooftop and slowly advances behind him. The man raises his hands in front of his chest. He's tightly gripping a crystalline weapon. Light spills out between his fingers. I sense a metaflux fluctuation, but it's very unstable. The range...
This is a warning. You still have a chance to put it down and leave.
Do you really think I'll believe your nonsense? You can't do anything. As long as I have this, you can't.
A light blade materializes. With just one strike, the man is instantly knocked to the ground. Xavier steps on his wrist.
I'll send you to the nearest detention center.
The nearby police officers who are on duty take the man away. Meanwhile, Xavier pockets the strange weapon he was holding. Xavier, do you know him?
No.
The thing he was holding. My phone vibrates. The screen is filled with information Nero helped me find from the dark web. Each headline is more sensational than the last. Noct disbanded? The Tenebrae organization has fallen? Lumiere destroys Noct HQ? The authenticity of these posts is questionable, but they all point to one thing. There's bad blood between this Tenebrae organization and Lumiere. Some even claim that the astronomical 100 million bounty on Lumiere was issued by Noct's leader. I turn my phone to Xavier. Would you like to explain what's going on, Mr. Lumiere? He averts his gaze and silently kicks away a can that had rolled onto the ground during the fight earlier.
Let's go somewhere private first.
As soon as Xavier enters the building, he tosses that strange small weapon to Jeremiah.
The suppression range and intensity are unstable. It's probably a prototype from those people. Take a look.
Again? I run a flower shop, not a salvage yard. Last time, it was a counterfeit energy stabilizer anchor, and before that, it was a miniature explosive device. Now there's this. It looks like some kind of inhibitor. Those Tenebrae really live up to their reputation as protocore weapon smugglers. They're always full of surprises.
Is he talking about Noct? Jeremiah knows about them too. Before either of us can speak, Jeremiah shoves floral shears into my hands and Xavier's. We both got one pair each.
Fine, I'll help Xavier out, but I can't just leave my new flowers unattended. I'm counting on you guys.
After Jeremiah leaves, I wonder where I should start with my questions. Meanwhile, Xavier picks up a bunch of cyclamen. I decided to cut a flower stem and hold it up to Xavier's chin.
Are you interviewing me?
This is an interrogation. Those unfortunate events from before and Xavier occasionally acting weird have convinced me of one thing. He's hiding something from me, and it's not minor. Those accidents you've experienced weren't just bad luck, huh? Noct is trying to take you out.
They're failed attacks.
But there are so many organizations who see Lumiere as a threat. I've never seen you this concerned before.
Maybe it's because they ruined 2 of my coats and a pair of shoes. They forgot to apologize.
Stop playing dumb!
Okay.
Why is Noct targeting you? Their grudges with Lumiere, not Xavier from the Hunters Association. Besides, there have been dozens of Lumiere imposters in recent years. There's no reason for them to suddenly attack you in particular.
I had Jeremiah track down a shipment of highly dangerous protocors. I happened to visit the area at a later date and blew them up.
That's exactly what Lumiere would do!
I only found out recently that his technical skills weren't up to par. Noct traced that device's info back to us.
Shouldn't they have suspected him first then?
I lent him a computer. I ordered it online, so it was brand new. Its recipient was XVR when the delivery arrived at the association. To put it simply, my cover was blown.
Despite having many thoughts, I can't help but ask a sincere question. You two have terrible information security awareness, huh?
Only one of us. I've already reprimanded Jeremiah.
So what's our next move? Noct is relentlessly pursuing you, and they won't stop until they get what they want. I guess we'll have to say goodbye to our peaceful lives for a while until this is resolved.
Don't worry. It will be over soon.
Huh? Xavier picks up 2 trimmed flower stems, carefully compares their lengths, and then places the longer one into the vase.
I had Jeremiah post a bounty on the dark web. It offered a large sum of money for Lumiere along with a piece of intel. In 5 days, Lumiere will appear at the Grand Center.
Won't that give Noct more time to set up an ambush?
People who operate from the shadows always wait for their enemy to expose a significant weakness. That's when they'll strike. Their recent attacks have failed, so they're impatient. They won't let this opportunity slip away. Once all of them are gathered, I'll take control of the situation and notify other hunters from the association. They'll take them away.
That's actually brave and clever. Wait a second. You were planning to handle this by yourself without telling me? I slammed the shears down on the table. Xavier is quiet for a few seconds. Then he holds out a large bouquet of cyclamen he's arranged.
Don't they look like a group of bunnies with their ears pointing up?
You can't use that to change the subject.
I wasn't deliberately keeping it a secret. I just thought I could deal with it quickly, which meant I didn't need to tell you. I spent a lot of time arranging these flowers. If you don't like them, I'll put them back.
Well, you already arranged them. We'll put them in a vase when we get home. I take the bunny flowers and hold them close to my chest. But why 5 days from now? Isn't that a little too hasty?
I happen to have a mission that day where I need to be out in the field. I don't want to use up my vacation time.
Do you really think that after telling me all this, I'd let you do this by yourself?
No. I'm still hoping you won't get involved.
It's because the situation is more dangerous than what you've told me, right? The atmosphere stills for a moment. Then, footsteps break the silence as Jeremiah quickly approaches us. He's carrying a case.
The analysis results are here. Noct actually developed something new this time.
The inhibitor is sealed inside a specialized quartz container. It emits a faint blue glow.
The energy inhibitor is embedded with a special protocore that can limit an evolver's evol to a certain degree. Its estimated range is 1 meter. Do you remember what happened when they used it on you?
Forming a light blade was about half a second slower than usual, but its energy intensity wasn't affected.
They might actually develop tech that works specifically against you if they keep researching. That message is already out. In 5 days.
I knock on the table twice. There's no need to whisper. He already told me everything.
Haha, that's what I thought. There wasn't a reason why we couldn't tell you.
After piecing together the situation from start to finish, I think before making a decision. Xavier, do you plan to expose Lumiere just to lure in Noct?
Yes.
All right. I'll pose as Lumiere then.
No.
I think it'll work. I place my hand on his shoulder and give it a reassuring pat. I'll be the bait and make some of their members focus on me. That way, you can infiltrate the Grand Center faster and capture the mastermind. Isn't it more efficient than you doing everything by yourself?
Even if Noct isn't as powerful as they were before, whoever they send after Lumiere won't be pushovers. In any case, the answer is no.
You're underestimating me.
You know that's not what I was implying. I know. You're worried about me and want to share the burden. This means you also understand my feelings about not wanting you to face danger with me.
But if I were in danger, would you let me face it alone? Jeremiah clears his throat, his gaze shifting between me and Xavier. Then he takes a step toward me.
I actually agree with her. Going after Noct by yourself is too risky, Xavier. The fact that you couldn't finish them off earlier means they're not the kind of people who can be easily dealt with. Your anger won't change anything. I'm siding with her this time.
Lumiere is a guy, and there's a significant difference in our height and build. How will you be able to impersonate him?
Does this mean he's giving in? Very few people have actually seen Lumiere. As long as I appear at the right place at the right time and borrow your evil, it should be enough to fool most of Noct's members. As for my appearance, adding some height and changing clothes is easy. Xavier is quiet again for a while. Then, he finally shakes his head in resignation.
Just this once. Don't expect it to happen again.
The mission is just around the corner, and so Xavier begins my special Lumiere impersonation training. To execute our plan, we borrow a piece of equipment from Jeremiah without asking.
This ring can temporarily absorb Elementum-class evil energy. It'll allow you to briefly use someone else's evil. With our current resonance level, you can use my eval for a maximum of 20 minutes. You'll exceed the ring's capacity if you go past that.
What if the situation becomes critical and I have no choice but to...
It'll explode.
Huh?
Now you're afraid?
Xavier takes my hand, and a light blade materializes in my palm. I hear his voice behind me.
Watch closely. After forming the light blade, you need to stay focused. The light blade is weightless. Treat it as an extension of your body, and it will respond as if it were part of you. You'll be able to attack more swiftly.
The presence behind me vanishes, and Xavier appears at the opposite end of the training area.
Try to keep up with me.
I fix my gaze on Xavier's position and dart after him. He moves so fast that he's almost a blur. Before the tip of my blade can reach him, Xavier's figure has already vanished.
Over here. Now focus. Hold the light blade tightly. Don't use predictable patterns. It'll let enemies anticipate your moves.
Even though Xavier is only one person, I feel like a dozen people are pursuing me at once.
Behind you.
One after another, gentle strikes reach my limbs and back. Yet whenever I turn to look, that white figure has already vanished.
If you don't want me to hit you, you need to learn how to reposition yourself faster.
On the last day of intensive training, after Xavier attacks my hands for the upteen time, I'm faster! The light blade in my hand finally strikes his sleeve, and I let out a sigh of relief.
Good.
Xavier stops using his e-ball and rolls up my sleeve. My arm is covered with wounds and bruises from our training. Ow, ow, ow! Be gentle! You were reluctant about me posing as Lumiere, but you didn't hold back during training. I feel like you're trying to make me give up.
It didn't work, though. Since you won't listen to me, I can only do my best to ensure your safety. And teach you everything I possibly can.
Alright. Let's take a 10-minute break and then pick up where we left off. The combat training is done. That just leaves my appearance. Xavier, can you look at these outfits? Tell me which one is the most authentic. And the Lumiere mask you gave me, I can finally put it to good use. Xavier takes my phone and swipes through the pictures. His expression darkens with exasperation. Hey, don't delete everything! I spent ages collecting them.
None of these will work. Even your light blade could easily slice through them. Only the mask I gave you can be used. As for your outfit, leave it to me.
Under the cover of night, I drive with Xavier as we slip into a secluded alleyway. Beyond the entrance is the bustling Grand Center.
Let's review our mission briefing.
I'll disguise myself as Lumiere and position myself on the rooftop across from the Grand Center. That way I can draw out as many of Noct's members as possible. Then you'll take advantage of the confusion to infiltrate the suite on the 16th floor. Your job will be to capture Noct's leader and his trusted lieutenants. That's the 7th time today.
Stay alert. If anything goes wrong, leave immediately. Jeremiah will be there at the extraction point.
I should be the one who's saying that. Look at me. You and Jeremiah made this outfit practically bulletproof. What could possibly go wrong? Thanks to Xavier's persuasion, Jeremiah pushed his skills to their limits just so he could create a Lumiere costume for me. I'm not sure what it's made out of, but when I used weapons that were modified by Simone against it, the outfit came out completely unscathed. What about you? They might have countermeasures against your evil, yet you haven't really prepared anything.
I can catch them off guard and adapt to whatever happens. The simpler the disguise, the more likely it'll fool Noct. What you should be worried about is how many civilians will be drawn out. Do you want to practice the classic Lumiere catchphrases one last time?
Okay. It's been more than several years. Those classic catchphrases could use an update. After checking all my equipment, Xavier finally takes the ring containing his evil energy and carefully places it on my finger.
You don't have much time. Go. And be careful. You have 15 minutes. Then I'll come find you.
Got it. Take care of yourself. And see you in 15 minutes.
Someone's on the building over there. Is it Lumiere?
It is! He's holding a light blade.
After briefly glancing at the figure who's on the rooftop across the street, Xavier looks away and heads to the hotel. He walks in the opposite direction of the crowd. Within seconds, he identifies several men in business suits.
You! Send a report to the boss. Everyone else, follow me!
Yes, sir.
The man rushes into the elevator and pulls out his phone. He's oblivious to the figure behind him.
Hello? Hello? Why isn't the call connecting?
The signal is always bad in elevators.
The man loses consciousness. Xavier pulls off his tie, uses it to restrain him, and then takes the firearm from his waist.
16th floor.
After picking up the man and tossing him into the emergency stairwell, Xavier locks the door from the outside. He pretends to stagger as he runs into the corridor.
Lumiere is over there. Most of our men are injured. Ugh.
What? Lumiere's actually here?
What?
You, hurry up. Help them.
Follow me, everyone.
Yes! Hurry!
As the swarm of figures vanishes into the elevator, a beam of light flashes from Xavier's fingertip. It flies into the gap between the elevator doors. Within seconds, Noct's members shout. Terrified and panicked, their voices travel downward.
I'll have to compensate the hotel later.
He strolls toward the luxury suite at the far end. Meanwhile, the few remaining henchmen finally realize what's happening and frantically draw their weapons. Xavier uses a few bullets to make them drop their weapons. A last shot breaks the door lock. He unhurriedly walks into the suite. In the center of the room sits a man in a wheelchair. They lock eyes.
Long time no see.
Jeremiah, I've taken care of things on my end. Has Xavier said anything? After luring Noct's members into the trap prepared by the association and changing clothes, I immediately contact Jeremiah.
There are still 2 minutes left. He should be wrapping things up. Don't worry.
Glass from an upper floor of the building suddenly shatters, and the crowd below is startled. Everyone moves aside to avoid the falling fragments. Jeremiah, what floor got its exterior glass shattered?
Hold on. The 16th floor.
That's where Noct's leader is. Xavier must be there. Xavier might be in trouble. I have to help him.
Don't be rash. Let me check.
I press a button on my concealed earpiece to mute him and rush into the hotel lobby. The elevator has malfunctioned, so the stairwells are packed with people. I show my credentials to the staff and finally get inside the emergency elevator. I almost trip as I turn the corner. In the corridor, I notice 2 or 3 unconscious henchmen. The suite's door is open, and an unnatural silence hangs in the air. Gunpowder. And the smell of blood. This feeling of unease grows stronger. I tightly hold my weapon and approach the doorway with bated breath. The entire suite looks like a war zone. A whole wall of glass is broken, and half of the curtain flutters in the wind. Covered in blood, a man is slumped in a wheelchair. I cautiously approach to check and see if he's breathing. He's still alive. I hear a familiar voice behind the bathroom door. My heart leaps into my throat as I rush toward it.
Who?
Xavier! The bathroom is dark. Water flows into the tub as it soaks Xavier's clothes and washes away the blood on the floor.
You're here.
When he recognizes me, the coldness in his gaze melts. He starts to raise his hand toward me before quickly pulling it back.
It's just a scratch, and the blood isn't mine.
Do you really think I'll believe that? Pulling aside the questions I had, I sigh. Then I unwrap the messy bandages on his hand and carefully rewrap them. I examine his body and only let out a sigh of relief when I see there are no other serious injuries. Did Noct ambush you? I knew they had a trump card. Don't you see? If you were by yourself, who knows what could have happened?
Yeah.
He rests his head against my shoulder.
I'm lucky you're always by my side.
The next day, I learned that all of Noct's members have been arrested from Simone's message. And in a hotel suite located at the Grand Center, they discovered a powerful protocore weapon.
We're still analyzing its structure. But it can absorb evil energy, convert it, and then release an attack of equal power. In other words, the stronger an evolver's evolve is, the more likely they're at a disadvantage. Fortunately, it's just a prototype. If Noct continued their research, we'd be in serious trouble.
So this is what injured Xavier. Xavier is using his injured hand to play with his phone on the sofa. I take it away from him. Patients shouldn't be using phones. What were you looking at?
I was appreciating the majestic and graceful Lumiere from last night.
I glanced at the screen. Sure enough, it's filled with posts about Lumiere's appearance along with photos and videos. There's nothing to see.
I missed your spectacular performance, which means I need to do some homework.
He taps the like button on the most popular post, and I decided to look at it with him. I don't think I was cool enough. My aura wasn't quite there yet. It should have had more of, bang, whoosh, wham, that feeling.
You look cool, though.
He takes this opportunity to wrap his arm around me, and we soon adopt a more comfortable sitting position.
Wasn't there a bang when you opened the door last night? You whooshed towards me, and there was a wham when I got out of the water, too. Very cool. I felt reassured.
Really? The next time I'll...
No.
He caresses the bruise that's still visible on my wrist.
Until a bounty higher than 100 million appears, I doubt anyone will bother Lumiere again. I believe you'll only be seeing Xavier for a long, long time.